cracking, everybody? How you doing? Buenos dias. It's been a rough day, man. I can tell you it's been an extremely rough day. But I don't really want to talk about that. Uh, but I do want to talk a little bit about what I see today. I watched an interview with a little bit of it with some rapper named Cuete. And he was talking about how people act, people talk, and they pretend they're about a certain way in life, and they're really not about that life. They're not really in that life. That it's all just a online persona. And I can relate to that through YouTube. I see a lot of it. I see a lot of people talk a certain way, act a certain way, that are really never participated. And it kind of upsets me a little. It's like, you know what I mean? I'm on here trying to make a difference, to find some kid that really needs to understand that he's putting himself in a bad situation by gangbanging, getting loaded, doing all those things that you shouldn't be doing. And I'm honestly trying to do it with good intentions. Right? And then I do it a certain way where I'm not trying to glorify the neighborhood or glorify the gang or the activities of a gang member by not telling war stories, not putting out there, but just letting them know that in your words and the way you conduct yourself, that you're really a certain way. Now, I'm not saying I'm crazy than anybody, nothing like that. I'm not, like I said, that's just, to me, that's just glorifying it. But let me tell you something. If people really believe that I went in the prison system, spent all those years in there, and have no war stories, you're sadly mistaken. Being in the California Department of Corrections doesn't make you crazy, doesn't make you down, doesn't make you a killer, don't make... One thing, it will test you, though. And you will be put in situations. Now, I paroled before they had an SNY. I don't know nothing about SNY. I don't even know what a violation looks like. You ask me about what a violation, I have no idea. I can't tell you, I spent a lot of time in prison, and I regret it. But it makes it hard for me, somebody like me, to get in there and talk to these kids when you have these guys that are just trying to make money on YouTube and will make up stories and war stories and play this person like they're legit and just guide the people in the wrong way. If you're going to start off with a lie, you're leading the people the wrong way. You're leading that kid that might need you the wrong way. Plain and simple. Your lies, you lie for a reason. People get on here and lie for whatever reason they use to justify it. It trickles down into these kids that's listening. And it bugs me. It irritates me. It fucking pisses me off. And it's like, dude, what can I do? I can show you. I can tell you. And let me explain something seriously that these dudes do not understand. You can talk. You can act. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But people like me, can see through you. You run around saying, oh, they raided my house because of this. They raided my house. I know you lied. I know you're lying. I got busted for this. I know you're lying. I do this. I know you're lying. I can tell. It's not just... And there's just so many YouTubers that are doing this shit. And it's irritating because if you really do care about our raza, our kids' future, and you really care about our gente, then you need to hold these people responsible. Hold them accountable for the bullshit that they're spitting, because all it is hurting our fucking gente. And that's the honest to God truth. It's not about telling the war stories in prison or why or especially if it's not true. I don't talk about prison for a couple reasons. One, and this is the biggest reason, is sometimes the cops need a small detail to connect two dots, which would cause somebody to get incarcerated or charged for something that's happened a long time ago. That's why I don't talk, because I don't want to ever be that person intentionally or unintentionally cause somebody to get busted. So I'll talk about it. The second is, when you talk about stuff like that, you glorify it. You glorify it and you make it look spectacular to these kids. Well, he did it. I can do it. If he got away with it, I can get away with it. And it irritates me. It bugs the shit out of me. Now, I know a lot of people, oh, why, you're involved in drama. Let me tell you something. I get into shit because I actually give a fuck. I actually care. It's obviously in for money, because you can look at my channel. You can go to Social Blade. It will tell you how much money I make. It will tell you how many videos I put. It will tell you how many subscribers I got. It will tell you if I bought subscribers. It will tell you all that. I started before a few channels, and I'm way behind them on subs. The reason is I'm not faking the funk. I'm not talking about things I shouldn't talk about. I'm not selling out my integrity for a couple views or a couple bucks. That's just not me. I actually have a purpose on YouTube to help these kids. That one kid that needs the fucking help, so he don't blow his fucking brains out or hang himself in his fucking cell because he made a mistake thinking it was cool. A lot of these other YouTubers don't give a fuck. They don't care. They'll fucking slice your kid's throat for a couple subs. Some of these guys are just habitual liars, and just everything about their life is a lie. But they'll get there and get up there in the fucking top of the hill and scream, I'm legit, I'm 100. That's what the fuck bugs me about YouTube. This isn't a fucking game where these kids are gonna fucking be able to fucking make up for losing their life. It's not like you can kill these kids and then these kids get killed or get busted for the rest of their life and press a reset button and say, oh, well, I'm going to YouTube like the other guy. I used to follow this YouTuber. He told me he did it and he only got 2 years. Or he didn't, he fought off bullets or whatever the fuck he did. These kids are really losing their fucking lives on the street. These kids are really fucking going to jail for the rest of their fucking lives, man. And yet you got these fake ass fucking YouTubers acting like they know what the fuck's happening. Throwing away fucking throwing out organizations' names and insinuating that they're part of something that they're not. These guys don't know. This is not a fucking YouTube yada and all that shit. Dude, these were fucking kids' lives we're fucking with. I don't know, it was just something that's on my chest. Like I told you, it's been a real fucking emotional day. It's been a hard fucking day for me. And when I get like that, it's not fun and games, man. Most of the time, I'm happy-go-lucky. I don't give a fuck. But today, I give a fuck. Have a blessed one, man.